What is up, guys, and welcome to another episode of Rowett Returns. And it's the time, it's the playoffs. We're in the first leg of the playoffs, and how important, as you can see, was this point against Bolton. It was meant nothing at the time, really, until looking back. Whereas if we hadn't have got the point, we would have drew level on points with Watford. They had a better goal difference, and we would have played at home in the first leg, which would have meant we'd have been going away from home in the second. But as it turned out, we're away in the first and home in the second. Now, you might have caught a glimpse that a consortium have completed the takeover of Birmingham. Totally out of the blue it came. And they want to install Felix Magath as their manager, so it could be the end of the series for us. Obviously, we might carry on the Gary Rowett, we might not, we might start a new series if that was to happen. But it pretty much seems, I've added 9 million into the club as well. It pretty much seems though, if we get promoted, I'll probably keep my job. If we don't, then I'll probably lose it. Now, this is the formation we have gone with for the game. We're going to go with a 4-1-4-1 formation. We've got Edgar back, and Cadiz is going to come in for Eardley, who's struggling with fitness. We're going to play the 5 midfield. We're going to be highly structured. We're going to play counter-attacking football. And yeah, our aim basically is to hit them on the break and take something back to St Andrews. Free kick right on the edge. Meadow straight at Dan Randolph, but the rebound is going to go in from Vidra. And it's the worst possible start for the Blue Boys. We are 1-0 down against Watford in under 10 minutes. Formation may have us struggling here as Watford come forward again. Have we made a bit of an error, or have we got a chance to get back in it as McLeod into Davis, Wilson? Good football from Blues, and Wilson looks to go on a bit of a run now. Be a screamer from here, but it falls to Cadiz in towards Duffy, and the ball's going to get cleared here by Meadow. Only as far as Jay Spearing, and Blues can recycle the attack. Edgar into David Davis, into McLeod. Can he find that special pass through to play someone in? Cadiz to Duffy. Duffy, can he make the pass? Or is he going to have a shot? He finds David Davis, and David Davis equalises for Blues. And another important thing about that is it's an away goal that we can take back to St Andrews. I'm pretty sure away goals count in the playoffs, so that is a big, big goal. Chance again, Duffy. Can we get Will Packwood? Will Packwood scores! He's onside as well, and it's going to count. The Birmingham lad, well, he's from America, but he's gone through the Birmingham youth system. Who cares where he's from? He scored, and Blues have a lead in the playoff first leg. Perfect response from Blues as we get into half-time. 2-1 to the good. Got to try and stay calm here, though. Happy with your performance so far. Just keep this up, and we'd love to take a lead back to St Andrews. 2 away goals, though. Quiet second half. But it's going to come to life here as Cadiz and Pudil go in for the ball. And Pudil could go here. He's going to get sent off, hopefully, which will make things easier for us. It does, and that means he's out of the next game as well. I'd hope that we could make something out of that free kick, but it doesn't look like the way. Hancock has got the ball. If we can hold on to this lead, it'd be absolutely brilliant. And Meadows made a foul now, and now he's going to go. And hang on, all of a sudden, now there's a chance for us to go for this. I'm going to go back to tactic. And we might as well try and win this game by another. They're down to 9 men now. So it's got to be worth having a little go at this one. I'm going to put Clayton Donaldson on for Wilson as well. And we might as well just go attacking and try and score another against 9 men. I mean, they shouldn't offer too much going forward now, Watford. We've got 5 minutes to just try and see if we can add to our lead. If we can produce something from any of these. There goes the substitutions as they come on. We got 4, 3, 2, 1 minutes. It's a very good result, whatever. It's just a shame we couldn't create anything else unless this corner flies in toward Duffy, cleared away, and the full-time whistle goes. We have a lead to take back to St Andrews. Brilliant, brilliant performance. We tell the players that that is an excellent performance, and we are very proud. And, well, that is just incredible. I mean, I didn't expect us to win the game. I was just hoping for an away goal, and we've ended up nicking it. So we beat the 9 men. Graham wants improved deal for McLeod. Any day of the week you can have an improved deal, McLeod, because you have been absolutely nuts. I tell you what, the main thing we need to do is get him till 2020, and he's a key player. So let's be honest. Let's see if we can get his wages up enough, a loyalty bonus up as well. He's not too happy with the contract as it stands, but if we can just work it a bit, give him 250k to sign on. He signs, and that's excellent. So let's go to the press conference. Everyone enjoyed David Davis's goal. That's what he's capable of. Magnificent player. Sensational turnaround, fantastic victory. I'm delighted. We weren't at the races for a while, but we showed fantastic spirit, and he picked up man of the match. Absolutely outstanding. And now we got to keep our heads on and do the same at St Andrews. So let's skim the 4 days and get into the Watford at home game. So the time has arrived for the second leg. As you saw, McLeod got offered a new contract and he accepted it. So he's coming into the game off the back of a high, if you get me. We are going to go back to our normal formation, as I have just realised after looking at the rules that away goals do not count. So we really need to take advantage of this one here. I'm going to bring Cottrell on, and Griffiths is actually... Oh no, because he can take penalties, can't he? We've also got Seb Hines that could come into the team as well. So I think Gleeson's going to miss out for Seb Hines. Erdley's not going to play. Erdley can take a penalty, so Erdley's going to play instead of Caddis as well. And who else is going to miss out here? It's going to be... Lee Griffiths is going to miss... because he takes the penalties though, doesn't he? So I think it's going to be Cottrell. He misses out. Unless Clayton... Yeah, Clayton Donaldson. Clayton Donaldson misses out for Caddis. And in fact, Cottrell is going to start here on the left-hand side. So let's see if we can get into the Premier League as Cottrell takes the corner short. Tries to create some space. Erdley finds a space. Duffy, oh, good save. And that was a big, big chance. Big chance to go ahead and make it 3-1 and make it... That would have made it so much harder. But I think the attacking formation is the way to go, because you look at it, we've had 65% of possession. We've really got to try and go at them instead of bringing the pressure onto us. Just want you guys to see the domination that we're having in terms of possession down here, and that it means absolutely nothing because Watford are coming forward and have a long range shot. It's saved with Vidra on a rebound, he can't score, but Deeney on a rebound and it's bouncing all over the place. And McLeod, oh, McLeod has gone from hero of the season to villain as he gives away a penalty. Oh my God, but look at the possession down the bottom here at the moment. That is unreal. Tozier with the penalty. Saved by Darren Randolph. And McLeod will be the most relieved man in the stadium. But I'm pretty sure that we can take advantage. Got to take advantage. I'm pretty sure the whole stadium is relieved is what I was going for there. But Tozer again, his elbow, and he's through. Your man's through. Troy Deeney wide of the post. He wastes another opportunity. We desperately got to get into half-time. All of this possession has meant absolutely nothing in this first half if we give away a goal. We've managed to hold on, and Durso blows the half-time whistle. I'm not happy with what I've seen so far. Some of them aren't happy about that. But at the end of the day, it wasn't good enough. Let's hope the second half shows an improvement. So we've had a lot of possession again in the second half, and there's half an hour to go. David Davis out wide. Oh, and Hancock. Oh, he gets there. Cottrell, massive chance. Cottrell misses it, and oh, we've missed another one. Missed another humongous chance. Davis is trying to keep the attack alive. Oh, Cottrell with a great chance, and he's got the ball on the edge again. Cottrell, that's a foul. Not given and cleared away. Troy Deeney on the chase. He's useful, Troy Deeney. Chased everything down up front there for Forrest, but we've got half an hour as the ball comes in from a throw into Anya and Coughlin into Tozo, who missed the penalty early on. He'll be looking to make amends. And Vidra into Troy Deeney. Back out wide to Anya. They've got some great attacking options going forward when you look at it. And Hancock's just takes the foul. Now, what is going to happen to Mitch Hancock's here? He gets a booking, and it's going to be a chance from the free kick for Nottingham Forest. Tozo's going to take it. He takes it before everyone can get in the box. And Randolph only just gets there in front of Vidra. And this one's getting tighter and tighter as it goes on. Smacked forward, and it's Wilson who chases it all the way back. But Gomez in goal, the ex-Tottenham player, is back in goal for Watford today. Spearing gets ahead on it, falls, and you can't win it. And it's smacked forward again by Hancock's. Long-winded attack here. Let's see if anything can come of it at all. Spearing wins the header again. He's been useful in there. Spearing, he seems to have won everything. And that ball over the top towards Troy Deeney. He looked offside. And that ball's going to... What's gone on? What has happened? Troy Deeney has been left. Everyone's standing in their positions, not knowing what's going on. And Troy Deeney makes no mistake. How that has happened, I'll never know. But we're back to 2-2. And I've clicked something by accident as... Watford start another attack through Hallberg, and Blues trying to win the ball back and they can't, and Paredes gets the ball back wide to Vidra, and oh, good challenge from Hancock, and he's played an unbelievable ball through to Duffy, who's got to be offside surely. He's missed the chance, Duffy. Wilson on the rebound, no, but he was onside. What an unbelievable pass that was. Gomez smacks one up to Forestieri. Chance for either side to win it now as 15 minutes remain. Cottrell, he skins his man, gives it to Hancock. Hancock, oh, lovely switch to Duffy. Can Duffy find someone or go down that line on his own? Duffy, looks like he's going to lose possession if he's not careful, but he keeps it, gives it to Eardley, and back to Duffy. McLeod's free on his own in the midfield. He's nicked off by Coughlin. Eardley keeps possession, and good play from Blues, and they've worked this one nicely. And Duffy, chance for Wilson, and Wilson scores. Wilson's onside as well, and Birmingham have a lead with 15 minutes to go, and they will make it to the playoffs if they can just hold on now. We're going to go defensively. We're going to try and clean this one up. So there's about 7 minutes remaining here, and we are going to bring everybody down into this formation. Bring some fresh legs on as well. Bring who'd you bring on? Pereira for Davis, just some fresh legs, and then Lee Griffiths is going to go up front and just tell him to chase. Everything is the main thing for him to do now. Let's get back into it and see if we can just hold out for 6 minutes and make it to Wembley. Come on, Blues, you can do this. Corner as well. Can we kill it off? Into the front post, cleared away. Hancock gets there, but he's going to get sent off here by the looks of it. And I can't really see what he's done wrong. He's got there first, and he's got sent off. So now what do we do? Now we're going to lose a man in the midfield as well, as Pereira is going to have to come into this sort of position, and then we'll swap him with McLeod. And then Caddis is the closest we've got to a left-back, so he's going to have to slot in there at left-back. See if that'll work as we go back into the match. 4 minutes, 3 minutes, 2 minutes. Count them down, Blues. Let's start wasting some time. I don't know how to. Go to defensive, into your instructions, waste time, lower tempo, slow the game down. Come on, Blues, we've got 1 minute to hold on. Durso reaches into his pocket and books Coughlin. So we're going to miss Hancock in the final, of course. In it goes again by Cottrell. Away, and just, I don't know why we've got so many people forward, but we've got 15 seconds to hold on to it by the looks of things. Spearing into Cottrell. Cottrell, just have a shot or get anything out of it. It falls to Duffy. Duffy will take a corner. Back to Eardley. Lots of time on that edge of the box. Waiting for the full-time whistle. It should come any second. There it is. We make it to Wembley. We all run onto the pitch. And I'm absolutely delighted because we are back. And we've a massive, massive chance. Massive chance now to make it to the final. These things happen in football. I trust Mitch. He was unlucky, and I feel sorry for him that he's going to miss out on the final. But let's see if we can go into the championship and see who we're likely to play. I've clicked something else by accident as we go into the championship. Norwich are 3-1 up, so I'll come back in a couple of days with news on who we are playing in the final. So it is going to be Norwich in the final, and it's going to be a really, really tight game. The game ended 3-3, as you can see. Robinson, Tuckdean and Wilson, the goal scorers. But in truth, it was pretty much over, as it was 5-1 at one stage because of the Nick Pope and goal and Cole Lafferty. So they went 2-0 up. It went to 5-1, so 6-4 looks like it was a tight game, but in reality I think Norwich controlled it the whole way through. So that's going to be the final. Yeah, I'll show you the tactics in a second. We'll skip through and I'll show you the tactics just before the playoff final at Wembley. Another piece of what must be great news, really. Personal message from Adam Pearce has informed you will be allowed to stay on as a manager of Birmingham City. They're impressed by the support of your management at the club and have been persuaded to allow to remain for you in charge, basically. The directors have lifted the transfer embargo as well. In terms of our board, it means it doesn't really mean anything there, but they've pushed 9 million into the club. I'm basically going to ask them to increase the junior coaching budget. Oh, sugar, I made a big error there by saying I might not be able to carry on with my job, but it's actually worked. They've agreed to do it, and the junior coaching budget has been increased. I've got a very secure job position at the moment. In terms of facilities, I'm going to ask them to improve the youth facilities, and they agree with that. And I also wanted them to do something else. Where is it? Finance, improve training facilities. I thought there was a youth level, but I am very happy with that. Everything's gone particularly well. I mean, we're going to improve the youth facilities, cost £4 million. So they've come in and done quite a nice job for us there. They've brought in some money as well, and we are 6 days away from the playoff final as it creeps into shot there. There it is. It's coming up. Let's get ready for it. So then, guys, the players have arrived at Wembley, and so have the staff. It's a 2 o'clock kickoff on a very good pitch. It looks like it's slightly cloudy, but we've got 11 degrees, 90,000 tickets sold. So obviously, the most amount of people going to a match that I've been involved in. As we take Mitch Hancock's out, and Grounds is going to have to put in a performance back there. We're going to start with Clayton Donaldson. We're going to give him a go. Even though James Wilson has been playing very, very well recently, Shinnie is going to be the man to miss out. Unfortunately for him, that's a shame, but that's the way it's going to be. So we're going to tell Clayton, see if we can speak to him about... we're going to praise his contact, try and give him some sort of a morale boost, which doesn't really work, but, you know, we've got to try anything in these playoff final situations. We're going to actually start Damari Gray. I think he's done enough this season to warrant a chance in the biggest game of our season. McLeod as well is obviously going to be really important as we go into this one, hoping that we can find our way to the Premier League. I don't want to be distracted by any of the media stuff around this game, and we just say, let's give the fans something to smile about. Going home of this season, it's been a tough one for them last year, but this year we've hopefully put a smile on their faces, and we start the game at Wembley, biggest game in some of these players' lives, including Damari Gray, as he edges forward and tries to create something early on. And Blues have a corner. That's a great start from Blues. And can we create something from the corner in the first opening minutes? It's cleared away, and David Davis, he has a chance if he can play the man in down the side here. Duffy's got a chance to deliver in towards Clayton Donaldson, and that's a good, positive start from Blues. And that's exactly what we wanted to see. And I'm just hoping players like Damari Gray, Lewis McLeod, they get on the ball and they be brave in this match. As Howson with a chance for a corner. It's free shot, and we find ourselves 1-0 down. Maluka with his first goal of the season. It comes in the playoff final. It's a great shot, but our zonal marking, which we set up all season, just has failed us in the biggest game of the season. We've both had a shot on target. We didn't create anything from ours as we... edge into this first half. Falk, he gets the ball down the right hand side into Howson on the edge of the box. Can we nick it off him? No. Back to Turner. Got to get ourselves out here, Blues. Howson into Armstrong. Armstrong, they're trying to create again, and Spearing nicks away the ball, and Jay Spearing finds Duffy. Can Duffy go past his man? He can. Can he find anyone? Spearing, there's a man out wide here if we can find it. Damari Gray. Damari Gray's inside the area. Damari Gray off the bar. Damari Gray in the biggest game of his life hits the bar for Blues with a massive chance at an equaliser. Oh, big chance there for us as we hopefully can build on that now, going near to the half-time whistle, which has not been a bad performance so far, but it's obviously not been the most amazing, and we find ourselves 1-0 down. It's all about the end result in this one. But we did nick the ball off in the midfield, which is what we've done all season, and we do again. Here's David Davis, finds McLeod, quick play from him, and Damari Gray's positively getting on the ball again. Oh, he tries to play one in, and it's picked off as the ball gets stuck in between Randolph and Packwood in a slightly nervy moment. We find Duffy. Can he go around the outside and deliver a nice ball in? He does. He finds Clayton Donaldson, and Clayton Donaldson, the man that Gary Rowett has trusted in this biggest game of the season, equalises for Blues. It's a great goal as Duffy finds his man inside the area, and we are back level just before half time. Exactly what we were after, and it has come from play down them wings. So we've got to go in, be positive, be passionate. Let's give the fans something to smile about again. Try and tell them that I'm impressed with what he's done so far, Clayton Donaldson. There's a lot more to come from the midfield, and there's a lot more to come from the defence. So we have been positive. We admit that going into this game, which is obviously a dangerous tactic, but we've got to be hungry. We've got to try. It's the way we've gone all season, and hopefully we can do it in this second half. And we've worked so hard for this all year. You know, we've stuck to the way we've played all year. There was no point in changing it in this game. Obviously, over 2 legs, you've got to change the tactics ever so slightly. But in the final, I just feel that we might as well go the way that we have been all season and just try and do what we have been doing. Looks like Spearing's going to have to come off injured, which is a big shame for him. And he's a big way we play. So Duffy for Cottrell, just because he's struggling. And then it's a case of who do you bring on, really. I think it's going to be Pereira, and we'll stick with a positive mentality and drop David Davis because he can just about play there. Let's go in, and it's so nervy because you know every chance or every decision that you make, every tactical change could go one or two ways. Into Falk, he's been all over the pitch, that Falk. I don't know where he's actually playing, but the ball's cleared away up to Nathan Redmond. Can Edgar get a good head on it? He does, and Cottrell, go on son. Cottrell picks it up, finds McLeod, and Blues coming forward. Come on son. Here we go, into Cottrell. It's starting to shape up as a Blues goal as the ball's going to find its way into the box from early now. We like to get down his wing. Clayton Donaldson at the front post. Oh, it's offside anyway. But Clayton Donaldson does seem to be popping up in the right areas for us as we go into the last 20-ish minutes now. Good from Blues so far. 56% possession, 2 shots on target. We've had 7 shots in total, 5 or so off target as it goes up to 8. Just got to hope that in these last 10 minutes, we're going to go attacking and try and win this in the last 5 minutes. We could get picked off, but obviously it's nervy going into extra time anyway. Here's Martin as we did go attacking, so let's see how it pans out for us. Is the brave decision going to pay off, or is it naive as Basson smashes one over the top towards Nathan Redmond, but Eardley brings it down lovely. Grounds is free on that side if we want to keep possession, and he does. Grounds gets the ball, and now he's just got to look for a man down the line if he can, but he comes back inside to Will Packwood. We've got that free in midfield as Pereira. He finds Clayton Donaldson. There's going to be a chance here for Blues. Damari Gray crosses it in. Cottrell can put us in the Premier League. And David Cottrell with his 4th goal of the season, looks to have put Birmingham into the Premier League. The attacking decision looks to have worked as well. Now we have 3 minutes to hold on. Waste time. Slow the game down. Press OK. Get these tactics in quick enough. Try and get structured. And then, of course, we're going to have to try and push everyone back in this formation. There's no point Cottrell playing there anymore. Damari Gray, come back. And we're going to go very, very structured. Just try and hold our shape for these last couple of minutes. Waste time. We are into the last 10 seconds before Birmingham will find themselves back in the Premier League. It's been a long time away after that success, and there it is. Everyone runs onto the pitch. We go up in the Championship playoff final. Absolutely brilliant. Congratulations to all these players. Big games, big games and big performances. Clayton Donaldson turns up for us. Absolutely delighted because we've worked so hard all this season, and I would have done another season in the Championship, but it makes it so much more exciting to have a season in the Premier League to look forward to next year. We grab a late victory. We were brave. We decided to go for it in the last 10. It could have gone either way, but we created the chance, and Damari Gray, the man who pops the ball across, and Cottrell just nods in. Spearing, he's out for 4 to 5 weeks, but I'm sure he managed to get on that pitch to celebrate with the lads. He ends his goal drought in the playoff final, and the budgets have been set at around 20 million for next season. So obviously now we start to look at who we could sign, who we could go for and try and keep us in the Premier League obviously next year. At the start of this series, I believed that we'd do well to stay up and try and push mid-table. But it's, as you see here, no one expected. Unbelievable promotion. I think we were expected to finish at around 22nd in the table, and we've ended up in the Premier League. Clayton Donaldson finally ends his goal drought, and the look on his face said it all. I'm absolutely delighted for him. When will you start planning for next season? Have a disadvantage a couple of weeks later. Yeah, we finish a couple of weeks later, but the main thing is we get there. We'll sit down with the chairman, as we already seem to have done, because we've got the budgets. Teams promoted through the playoffs are not typically fare well the following season. I think we'll be okay. I think you know we have got to improve. We have lacked a goal scorer this season. We've tried so many different things, and we've got to get a goal scorer in. I'm going to try and make an English-based team as well. We've got to try and challenge next season. Incredible day for the club, and I'm absolutely delighted. Turning thoughts to next season, what are your ambitions? I'm an ambitious manager, and we're going to be aiming high. That's exactly what we're going to be doing. We've been linked with Martin Crane, Crane-y even. The thing is, we've just got promoted. It's unlikely we're going to make a move for him. And well done to Cots for getting that goal. So, what do we do next? Because we have made it to the Premier League after finishing 4th in the table. So if we have a look at the league table, there it is. So we had a great day out at Wembley as well. And we didn't miss out by much. So I think the right teams got promoted. Obviously Norwich, they finished a point ahead of us. But any one of us three could have gone out. And it was going to be 2 of 3 going up, really. Obviously Watford and Charlton, they had their chance, but it was the top 4 that fought it out for 3 places in the playoffs, and that's how it fared in the playoff final. Fulham have seen themselves get relegated into League One, which is just absolutely unreal. I mean, they've actually got Patrick Roberts as well, who we could make a move for, especially if they're in League One. Could possibly get him slightly cheaper than we probably should. But I mean, you've got players like Ross McCormack that are there that should be, you know, what would we have done to have him playing up front for this season? But yeah, we'll go into the... God, Scott Parker as well. It's just unreal. And Moussa Dembele. So next, what I'm thinking is it's Monday today. I'm thinking Tuesday I'm going to have a little look about. And then Wednesday we're going to live stream the off-season. And then possibly the first game in the Premier League. Obviously we don't have a clue who we're going to get. And it's a long way. I think you don't find out till June or July time who you're actually going to be playing. So we'll see how that goes. I'm just going to have a look at Luke Chambers as I see him there. He looks like an okay player as well. I mean, obviously I'm just trying to cherry pick players from the Championship, from teams that have gone down the Championship, but well, in particular Fulham, because they've still got some quality there. In terms of Premier League, Chelsea, they have won it. Manchester City, they finished 2nd. Arsenal 3rd. Tottenham 4th. Man United end up finishing down in 8th place. Our rivals Aston Villa in 9th, so they've had a good season. And QPR have had an unreal season, finishing up there in 5th position. Down the bottom end of the table, Southampton, who I thought would probably swap with someone like QPR, they have ended up with really a poor season. Burnley, they escape relegation as Sunderland, Palace and West Brom go down. So these are the sort of players we are going to be looking at. We're going to be looking at the likes of, let's see if I can find his Saido Berahino. He looks like a good player. English as well. English and young is going to be the key. Then you can go in and have a look at Sunderland. Sunderland have also got Connor Wickham, haven't they? And he looks like a very, very, very good striker. Connor Wickham for 22 years old. More rounded than Saido Berahino. So yeah, we'll obviously go in, have a look. They've got likes of Jack Rodwell who could do a job for us. But there's some players we want to sign ourselves as well. Remember Christopher Ayer. We want to sign him. I think we will go ahead with that. He'll probably be about 17 now. Yannick Bolasie now. He could be... I'm hoping, though, that Damari Gray can do something like Yannick Bolasie, the way his stats are shaping up. Obviously, we were looking for more English players than this. 25-year-old Joel Ward at right back could be a possibility, but we've already got Erdley and Cadiz, who I think could make the step up. If we have a look at our positions, obviously, I feel McLeod will be able to keep his position. Spearing will keep his position. We could do with a central midfielder, possibly one winger that can play either side, a striker and a couple of defenders. So for 20 million, you're not going to get very much change if we've even got the budget to be able to afford these players. Obviously, we're going to be losing all the players on loan, but I don't particularly think there's anyone we want to keep on loan. So what I want to hear from you guys is, if you made it to the end of the episode, thank you very much, obviously, for the support of this series. It's been unreal, and what an unreal way to end it. I promise there was no cheating involved, that is just the way things happened. I hope you've been able to see that throughout the series as well. We had the 5-1 opening day defeat, which I would have been, I expected to happen, and I knew it was going to be a hard series. It's actually turned out a lot better. There have been times where we've lost 3 games in a row, and I want to be able to prove it to you guys that we aren't cheating here. We lost 3 games in a row here. This isn't very good form towards the end of the season, where I could have just got us automatic promotion. If you cheat a couple of games out of these and win, we only need a couple more points, we could have gone up. So I haven't had any accusations here. I just want to, show you guys that we are going to go into this Premier League season and we ain't going to be finishing in the top half of the Premier League next season. Very, very unlikely anyway. Jordan Rowett, 24 goals. Jesus, they didn't even get promoted, so he's another possibility. So yeah, what I want from you guys is comments. Who should I sign? Who should we sign for a championship team that have gone up in the playoffs with 20 million to spend? Obviously, please don't give me suggestions like spend 15, 20 million on this one geezer, because one geezer is not going to keep me up in the Premier League, is it, when I've got a team that's, it's young, is a nice way to put it. So if you guys can comment some sort of players, obviously try and stick closely to the spec as possible. We want young English players that are going to develop. If we go down and we come back up, that's what happens, but the players will be better for it, and we want to try and improve the stats of players and make them into club heroes. So that's the aim. Thank you, of course, guys, for your support. It's been absolutely unreal, this series so far, and I cannot wait to get into next season. So remember to catch me on Twitter, because I will be talking about the live stream on Twitter and when it's happening. It's probably going to be Wednesday around 12 o'clock midday, so please don't miss that. Obviously, you guys won't miss anything. There'll be an episode on YouTube that will show exactly what happened and who we signed. But yeah, so let's get on and let's get into the Premier League on Wednesday. I'm absolutely delighted. Thank you guys for sticking around, and I hope to see you soon.